So, the Chicago Sky played today, and unfortunately, well, it depends on who you are. If you're a fan of the Sky, unfortunately, if you're a fan of the Dream, fortunately, and if you are a fan of the Fever, very, very fortunately. It's looking like the Sky are this close, and I mean this close to being out of the playoffs. I do want to give credit where credit's due, though, to Chicago. I will always give credit to this team's heart because they were down big in this game and fought back. Like they won the third quarter by 6. They had this game back to 4 points at one stage. Like obviously they got blitzed in the fourth, but like this is a Chicago Sky team without obviously Elizabeth Williams. They know Elizabeth Williams. Marina Mabry's gone. No Angel Reese, no Camila Cardoso, no Kennedy Carter. So, like, you're missing what? Your best 5 players? You could argue you're missing your best 5 players. Izzy Harrison stepped up at 13. Onion Ware didn't hit any threes, but she had 8. Rachel Banham shot the lights out. Like, every time it was looking like Atlanta were pulling away, Rachel Banham seemed to hit a 3. And then we had, obviously, Lindsay Allen, who I still thought was doing pretty well. I'm surprised Dana Evans played so little. But again, being minus 14 10 minutes will probably do that. For the Dream, Ryan Howard did not hit a 3-pointer until basically a dagger. Tina Charles did Tina Charles things, but Jordan Canada was their best player. Jordan Canada absolutely hooping lately. And then, yeah, you still have Alicia Gray. Like, this team is just much better. This team's just much better than the Sky. But looking at the standings right here, the Dream obviously are in 8th. The Sky are down to 10th. But they're as good as gone. They're as good as gone. The Mystics, I thought, put up a good fight, but Liberty were just better. The Liberty played out that game. They didn't rest their players. They're going to play out the game. I wonder what the Liberty are going to do, though, because there's the only chance that, like, Mystics aren't... Are the Mystics out? I think the Mystics might be eliminated, are they? Are they eliminated? I'm not entirely sure. Like... No, so the Mystics aren't quite eliminated yet. But, like, the only scenario the Mystics get in is if the Mystics beat the Fever and the Sky beat the Sun. But the Sky need to beat the Sun. Or the Sun need to beat the Sky. If I'm not mistaken. I just need to check. The Aces are playing. Like, if the Aces win, the Sun need to beat the Sky to dodge the Storm. And the Sun aren't going to want to play the Storm. The Fever are set in 6. The Mercury are set in 7. But the only chance that the Atlanta Dream don't make the playoffs, because they hold the tiebreaker over the Sky, and they hold the tiebreaker over the Mystics. I say no, they don't. Sorry. They hold the tiebreaker over the Mystics. With the 3 of them in, I think the Mystics might hold that tiebreaker. And if it's just these two tied, but Atlanta are 1 game ahead as of right now. If Atlanta beat the Liberty, it's over. Atlanta are in. If the Mystics and Sky both pull off upsets and the Atlanta Dream don't, then the Mystics are in. And if the Mystics lose, the Sky win, and the Dream lose, I don't know. I think the Sky is in. But let's be real. The Dream are in. Like, this is going to take a miracle. This is going to take an absolute miracle. If the Sky make the playoffs, what do the Mystics do? Miracle. Like, the Mystics need the Sky to win to make the playoffs. Like, the Mystics win, it does not matter. Genuinely doesn't matter. If the Mystics win this game, then the Dream go into the playoffs. So, the Mystics need the Sky to win. It's so complicated. But let's just say it like it is. The Dream are in the playoffs. The Dream are in the playoffs. I would love for to argue otherwise. The Dream are in the playoffs. Like, come on. Come on now. They're there. Like, for the only way for the Dream to not make the playoffs would involve the Sky beating, um, the Sky winning, and the Mystics losing. The Sky are not beating the Sun, and them losing. It's in their hands. They're going to be in the playoffs. Like, the Sky are not winning a game without are not beating the Sun. Like, even if the Sun bring out their scrubs, they're not beating the Sun without Kennedy in a must-win game for the Sun without Kennedy Carter, Camilla Cardoso, Angel Reese, Elizabeth Williams, no Marina Mabry. Their best player right now is Rachel Bannum. And again, I know she stepped up big time, but like, come on. How many minutes did Bree Turner play in that game? This is 0.8 points per game, Bree Turner. Bree Turner played 33 minutes. Oh, she's up to 1.1 points per game. She scored 8 points. She has scored 8 points. Like, she is averaging what? Nearly 4 a game over her last 4. To go up from probably 0.3 to 0.8 points per game. Like, that's just not ideal. But at the same time, look, it is what it is. It is what it is. I got to give credit where credit's due because this Chicago Sky team fought till the end. They really have. But, like, in a league where they're effectively sending out the G Leaguers, you've got... It's an NBA equivalent of sending out the G Leaguers. Like, and it's harder in the women's to win with the equivalent of G Leaguers. I like Onion Ware. I like Izzy Harrison. I don't even hate Dan Evans. I really like Lindsay Allen. I think Rachel Bannum does one thing only, and shoot the ball, but still. If the Chicago Sky make the playoffs, like, I'm out here wearing a WNBA All-Star jersey. Obviously, we got 22 on the back, but if the Chicago Sky make the playoffs, I'll buy a Chicago Sky jersey. I will buy a Chicago Sky jersey. I'll say that. If they make the playoffs, I will 100% buy a like a Sky jersey. Either way, that's basically it. Apologies about the low energy. It's 3 in the morning and I have jumped out of bed to record this video. I didn't go live because look, I am not. I saw the like injury report for Chicago and I'm like, this game's over. I am not going live for this. I probably could have went live for the Mystics and no one wants to see the Mystics. Like, no one wanted to see Jordan Canada cook Lindsay Allen. Like, no one was wanting to see that live. Either way, as a video, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.